Hello, my lovely listeners. Welcome back to Dixie Storytime World. Let's meet Drago, the dragon who loved to race cars. Another awesome book by Adisan Books. Remember, kids, to get your copy of all Adisan books, please check the links in the description at the bottom of this video. Oh, and one more thing. If you know how to read, why not read along with me? Let's go. Drago loved to fly. It was his favorite thing to do. He would fly high. He would fly low. He would swirl. He would twirl. He would swoop and he would loop. He would fly over the hills, through the woods, close to the sea, and high above the clouds. Yep, to Drago, flying was pretty much the best thing you could do. After all, dragons had a long history of being pilots. But one day, Drago saw a road that was very odd. It had curves, bends, ramps, and its own loops. When he flew closer to get a better look, he saw cars. But these weren't normal cars. These were special. These were race cars. Drago had never seen a race car before. There was no way racing a car could be more fun than flying. But Drago was drawn to them. The shapes, the lines, the colors. These race cars looked fast, even while standing still. He couldn't take his eyes off them. The race cars were beauty. What? Crack! Bam! Smash! Oh no! Drago crashed his plane. All the drivers ran over to see what the commotion was and helped Drago out to make sure he was okay. Drago wasn't injured, but his plane was in pieces. He knew he was stuck here until he got his plane fixed. Leo the lion showed Drago around the track and noticed he was very interested in the race cars. Leo thought it would be fun to see Drago try it out and asked if he wanted to take a practice lap. Drago jumped at the chance. Drago was giddy with excitement. He put on the new racing gear, jumped into the race car, and fired it up. Vroom, vroom! The car roared to life. Drago took his first lap and set a record. Leo the lion couldn't believe what he was seeing. Drago was a natural. Drago couldn't get enough. He practiced day and night, driving around and around the racetrack. Leo was impressed by Drago's talent and insisted that he join the big race in 2 days. After days of practice, it was finally race day. Drago was both nervous and excited as he watched the animals get into their cars and line up for the big race. He was ready to compete. Then, almost suddenly, Drago felt a chill down his back. Dark clouds came out of nowhere and blocked out the sun. Drago saw 3 new cars pull onto the track and got goosebumps. He'd never heard anything so ferocious before, and this was coming from a fire-breathing dragon. It was the Croc Flock, Doc Croc, the Funky Monkey, and the One-Horned Bull. They were a mean band of misfits, prepared to win at all costs. The drivers lined up and were ready to go. The cars were roaring with flames and sounded like a herd of beasts waiting to be unleashed. Then came the countdown. 3, 2, 1, go! The cars took off like rockets. It was madness. They swerved and crashed as they passed each other. Drago could see Doc Croc's band of misfits creating trouble. They were bumping cars on purpose to get them out of the way and were now leading the race. Drago worked his way up through the other cars, avoiding danger, and found himself fighting for 3rd place. Drago was closing the distance on the One-Horned Bull. Just as Drago drove past, Bull threw a hook onto Drago's car to try to pull him off the track. The hook was on tight, and the One-Horned Bull was pulling with all his might to get Drago out of the race. Things weren't looking good, but Drago had an idea. He spun his car around and blew a fireball at the rope. The rope broke. The One-Horned Bull lost control and spun out. Now in 3rd place, Drago could see Funky Monkey and Doc Croc up ahead. Funky Monkey knew he'd be next. He took out a banana to stop Drago, but it slipped out of his hand. Crack! The banana went under his tire, causing him to swerve and hit the wall. Drago was now behind Doc Croc. He could see the final jump before the end of the race, but Doc Croc wasn't letting him pass. Notorious for having tricks up his sleeve, Doc Croc spilled oil onto the track, and Drago dodged it at the last second. Doc Croc was ruthless. Drago couldn't get around Doc Croc, but knew this jump was his last chance to pass. As the cars went off the ramp, Drago burst open his wings and glided over Doc Croc as they came back down. Drago was ahead. He was in first place. Drago saw Doc Croc behind him as he blew by the checkered flag. Drago won the race. He saw the crowd cheering, and Leo ran up to congratulate him. He was the happiest he had ever been. Drago knew then and there he would always love race cars. He loved to race. He would race fast and he would race slow. He would swerve on every curve. He would swoop around every loop. Yep, to Drago, racing cars was pretty much the best thing you could do. The end. Thanks for watching, kids. I hope you enjoyed this story as much as I did. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you'd like to stay up to date on all these awesome videos, ask a grown-up to click on the subscribe button. We're also available on the Kids YouTube app. I'll see you soon in another adventure. Bye for now.